Hi guys, Pastor Steve here. Stuff is still happening, but like I said the other day, every day we wake up and the world has not gone kaboom. The economy hasn't gone kaboom. World War III hasn't gone. You get the idea. Anyway, in about 2.5 hours, it's Thursday, October 17th, in about 2.5 hours, right here at the church, we're going to get into our Bible study in the book of Acts. And the reason why we're doing the book of Acts is because we're living the book of Acts. A lot of stuff is happening. It appears in Israel that Yahya Sinwar, the mastermind of the October 7th massacre in Israel, has been killed. That's what the reports are. I wouldn't put it past the bad guys to try and fake his death and maybe sneak his corpse out of the country. They're not above that, but at this point it seems like they're dead. I don't think the IDF is going to confirm or deny until they know for sure, but it seems like he is. Why is that important? Two reasons. Number one, the U.S. response, and I'm talking about Blinken. I can't remember what his title was. He holds the position Hillary Clinton used to, Secretary of State. Blinken, this whole time for the last 2 or 3 weeks. So Iran attacks Israel. Lots of rockets. They land in military bases. A couple dozen Israeli soldiers are killed. A couple of civilians are killed. For the last 2 weeks or so, we've been waiting for the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces, response to Iran. Most likely targets will be the nukes in Iran or the oil production in Iran, or both. We don't know. Iran has pretty much proven, there was an earthquake about 2 weeks ago. Iran pretty much proved that they did an underground nuke test. You're not hearing a lot about it, but it's reasonable to assume that they have. Now that's against international law to begin with, but in this day and age, who cares? It's the 90s. We move past these things. Anyway, so Iran detonates a nuke about 2 weeks ago underneath the ground. They say it was an earthquake. The only problem is they forgot that they told everybody in Iran not to fly over that exact space about 6 hours before the nuke test was done. So kind of indicates yes. What does that mean? It means Iran has a nuke. What's Israel going to do about it? If it's me, I'm taking them out. But Pastor Steve, that'll start World War III. It may. But the Israeli people have a right to live, and this is literally their survival. This is the life of their children and their grandchildren. This is what they're fighting for. It's not like they're fighting for a cause or a person or this, that, and the other thing. This is the hand of Almighty God upon all of this. If you don't understand this, man, you got to wake up. All right, so enough of that. The United Nations, Blinken, Secretary of State, these whole 2 weeks have been telling Israel, we need a timeout. That's exactly what they're saying. We need a timeout. We need a ceasefire. This is the way the war's been fought since the 1960s. Israel gets attacked. Israel fights back. 1967, we have a big war like we're having now. But every time, with the exception of now, the United States has been able to put its foot down and tell Israel, no mas, no more. They've done that. And Israel can't listen. They cannot listen. They can't let their children and their grandchildren be slaughtered. This October 7th is just the heart, just the tip of the spear at the amount of hatred that goes into the people of Israel, God's children. All right, what's that got to do with us? Well, here we are. In 20-some days, we're going to have an election. I still cannot believe, number one, that anybody that would call themselves a Christian could support a party that across the board, from dog catcher all the way to president, supports the killing of innocent babies. Just not going to fly. Sorry, I'm done with that party. So are you. You cannot call yourself a disciple of Jesus Christ and support the Democrat Party. I'm happy to say that. I've been waiting 40 years to say that as a pastor because it's always been the truth. I was just never able to prove it until this election. She did an interview with Brett Barr. If you from Fox News, if you get here in 2.5 hours, right here at church, or check in with us on the live stream, this goes out to various social medias, and that's where you come in. You have got to send this information on, copy the link, send it on to all your friends, your family, people that are in the know. This is the reason why. Every one of us needs to understand there are more of us than there are of them. There are more on God's side than there are evil, but the evil is still in control, and that's why we got to break this barrier. No weapon formed against you is going to prosper. and the battle is still the Lord's. So anyway, hope to see you here live. We're here at the church at 1 o'clock every Thursday from 1 to 2. We're doing the book of Acts, but we're going to talk a lot about this. We're going to show a film about just how vapid, angry, how empty a candidate for the president of the United States can be, how unintelligent a president for the United States, president of the United States, a candidate for the presidency, the highest office in the land. You're going to see just how vapid she really is. She has no concept. All she wants to do is get people to try and hate Donald Trump. Hate Donald Trump. I got news for you. As a pastor, I'm very comfortable telling you the hand of God is on Donald Trump and this particular election. Don't go to sleep. I hope we'll see you at 1 o'clock this afternoon. If not, please send these on to your friends. God bless. We'll see you soon.